Hi, I'm Paul Curfey. I'm the Executive Director of Strategy at the Regenda Group. I'm going to talk to you about one of the key objectives in our new group corporate plan around improving neighbourhoods. It's been a very busy agenda really around neighbourhoods, and it was something that was going on before we did the new group corporate plan. We know that alongside things like the repair service, the places where people live, our tenants live, are very important to them and have a big effect on the quality of their life. And so, as in the last corporate plan, we've included that as one of our key objectives for the next 3 years to build on the work that we've already been doing in that area. The status survey is something we need to do to comply with some regulations, and we do have to ask some questions in that survey, and we provide, if you like, preset answers to some of those questions. And that's the case with our questions around the neighbourhoods and the places where people live. We set out a series of issues that we know most of our residents have got something concern around, and we asked everybody who responds to the survey to prioritise those. And the sorts of things that people have identified in there as the key priorities are things like car parking, noise, neighbourhood nuisance issues. Some places have got problems with drug abuse. Some places it's things like, you know, just keeping the pavements clean from the proverbial you know what. So there are some common themes across our neighbourhoods, but when you look at specific neighbourhoods, there tends to be a bit of a unique configuration of those problems, and we need to tailor our response to those specific issues so that we're tackling the things that really matter to people in the places where they live, and indeed doing that in close cooperation and partnership with other agencies who can bring some of their resources and ideas to bear. I think the sort of stuff we've been doing up around Martindale, you know, Fleetwood, is a very good example of the sort of work we're trying to do to make the place a better place to live, but also in the process make it a safer place, a more fun place to be. And up there we've worked with a number of agencies to develop I think it's about a £400,000 scheme being handed over in a couple of phases. It's going to provide a wide range of facilities for different age groups to help give them something productive and enjoyable to do with their time on and around the scheme. But we also work in areas, particularly parts of Oldham and parts of the Wirral, where we're just one of a number of landlords that own property in those areas. And indeed, those properties sit alongside homes that are owned by the people that live in them, that are being bought out by people that live in them, people that, you know, the landlords are private landlords. So in those areas, we need to adopt a slightly different approach. We can't always do as much ourselves as we can in places like Martindale and Limehurst. We do need to work in a much more collaborative way, and sometimes as a minor partner in trying to make sure that the concerns that our residents have got in those places are being heard, and the processes that are put in place to address those issues and concerns tackle those concerns that are being raised by our residents.